Hello, beautiful people. Happy Monday. Happy 4th of July. Welcome back to Hugs and Honey. I am Ariane. I'm so happy to see you today, albeit a little late on my part. Sorry about that. Been busy today, but I have been actually working a lot with tarot this morning and have been studying the story of tarot a little bit deeper with different teachers. As you know, my teacher and mentor is Rebecca Magic, who wrote this book, The Royal Path, and she's amazing. I highly recommend this one and The Royal Path 2, which discusses the minor arcana. The Royal Path 1 discusses the major arcana. And so the major arcana of the tarot are basically like the main archetypes, like the main themes that we all go through in life. And tarot is a story. And it's a really beautiful story that starts, and the main character is the Fool, which is card number 0. It's the first card of the deck. And it's just a really amazing story of initiations. Rebecca often talks about it's a journey of initiations. And it really is. And so I just was really immersed in the story of tarot this morning and really got a lot of insight and just went a lot deeper. And so I'm super excited to be here today and to share with you some of my new learnings. So that being said, please let me know where you are tuning in from. I always want to know where you are, who's watching, because when you let me know where you are tuning in from, it basically adds a little point on the map, on our virtual map. And then we get to connect all the dots of everyone who is part of our Hugs and Honey community and part of this journey along with us, and we get to see how connected we are. It shows the web of connection that we all have, no matter where we are in the world, on that globe. We will all be connected. So it's just a reminder for you to know that you are not alone, that we are, like the word alone, I just recently learned, means all one, not alone, all one. So that can be very comforting when you kind of break that word down and look at it in a different way. And so basically the intention that we set every day, we just choose one card Monday through Friday, and every day. And the intention of this card is to share or shed light on what we all as a collective need to know today. Like what is going to help us in our journey, our royal path of life? What do we need to be thinking about, paying attention to? Is it going to be a validation? Is it going to be a warning? Or some sort of good news? We'll see. I don't know. But tarot is basically sharing and showing us that we all experience these major themes in life. And again, it is here to remind us that you are not alone, that we all are experiencing this journey, and that we all have trials and tribulations, and it's better to share them together. The weight is lighter when we can all lift it together. So that is our intention, is to kind of think about what we need to learn about today, or what we need to think about today. Okay, so I've been shuffling these beautiful cards. I'm only going to be dealing with the major arcana today. And soon we will move on to my new deck, the Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Faye. But not today. Today I'm just going to immerse in the major arcana. And so let's see what we are going to be thinking about today. This is one of the main cards that I studied this morning, the Hermit. So I really love this card. So the Hermit is card number 9. And as you can see here, the hermit is sort of standing in the nighttime, and he has this lantern that is illuminating the way. And he has this staff, which is also illuminated, right? So it's also lit up. And it's not a wand like the suit of wands, but it does remind me of the wand. And it does sort of imply to me this level of wand. It represents fire in the suit of wands, and it represents our internal flame, like our spirit, our soul, our passion, our, who we are. And so the hermit is also known as the sage. And so when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So basically, at the point in the story, the fool is the main character of the story, and he goes on this journey, and it starts with the magician and then goes into the high priestess, which are his inner masculine, feminine traits. And then it moves on to his parents, which are the emperor and the empress, and all of their parental masculine and feminine traits. And then he continues to move on to the Hierophant, where he learns structured information of spirituality and education in a very structured way, so that he can go off on his own and go on this journey, this sort of fool's journey, this openness, this open awareness of adventure is what he's doing. And so he continues on his path after learning from the Hierophant, and then goes on and moves through the Lovers, which is all about making decisions and the power of choice. Now that he has the information, he's been schooled, if you will, by the Hierophant. He now has this information. And so he's going along this journey. And then after the Lovers, he has to make a choice, and strength is his first challenge. And strength is card number 8. And did I miss a card? I think maybe the Chariot's in there, and the Chariot is like graduation from the Hierophant. So anyways, card number 8 is strength. And then strength is our first challenge. It's where we really get to use all of the wisdom that we have learned on our journey thus far. And then strength is the challenge. So we have to, it's like strength is mind over matter. That's card number 8. This is card number 9. And we have to think about the tarot as a series, as a journey. And so where are we in that journey? And the Hermit is basically where we kind of got schooled in strength. Where we had to make some choices, and the Lovers sort of, had us make some choices, and then we kind of got schooled. And so the Hermit is like where we go inside, we go inward, we go and we start thinking about, well, what can we learn? What did we learn from this situation, from the experience of the formal education, and then practicing it, and then learning from that, and then testing that, right? So like, what do we learn? And the Hermit, the sage, is basically encouraging us to go within and find our own truth. Like, when we're ready, the teacher will appear. And when we are the teacher, the student will appear, when we are ready to be the teacher. And so the Hermit is like a wise elder who lives within. And it's being a good example. It's talking about the light inside of yourself, that you have the wisdom inside of yourself. It's reminding us to have patience, to use strategy, to really think through and to really absorb what we've been on, this journey that we've been on so far. And when we take these next steps, we need to remind ourselves that we have true compassion, to have true compassion for ourselves and for others, and to have perseverance, to continue on. Card number 9 is also the last card of the numbers of the, because card number 10 goes back to the 1 and a 0. So it also has this feeling of accomplishment, of mastery. And so this is why it's the sage. It's like we're using everything that we have learned along the way. We've gone inward. We have gone inward to find our own light, and we have our own fire, our own staff to help us guide the way through this seeming darkness. We're on a mountain here. Which means that we have a different perspective. We have a different view now, now that we've climbed to the top of the mountain. So what are you going to do with your inner hermit wisdom? How are you going to use that inner knowledge and inspiration and insight to walk forward and use all of your tools, all of the things that you have in your toolkit to create a solid foundation, a beautiful strategy walking forward, and to persevere and to have compassion for yourself and to keep going and to know that when the time is right, the teacher for you will appear. And you are the teacher also. So don't forget that you have wisdom. And this is reminding you of your own internal wisdom. And if you've forgotten about it, it's a reminder that you have it, okay? And this is lighting up the sky like the 4th of July fireworks. You see what I did right there? Anyways, I'm a goofball. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you, and I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.